Apa khabar semua? Hello guys, Takyao. Welcome back to another episode of Internet TV. Today we have a very interesting and juicy topic, which is, can your friends date your ex? Okay. A quick disclaimer, whatever we discuss here today is solely our own opinion, so do not take to heart what we say, and everyone out there has a right to their own opinions. Yes? Okay. And this past week, we got some feedback on social media on this topic, and we're going to discuss that in a bit. But first off, let us discuss this topic among ourselves. So what do you think, Roy? What do you think?
What I think?
Yes.
You know, for me, I think like me and my friend, Jordan Flynn. Because last time, right, we have like, can like my ex, can you date my ex next time? But like
Next time.
like we agree lah.
Okay.
We agree in terms of 3 years. After 3 years, then
You
we
guys
can
agree?
date. Yes. we
Okay,
agree.
wait. Was it in what situation? Were you in that situation that you want to date his ex, or he wanted to date your ex?
I think like
Both.
it's just a topic.
Oh, it's just
It's a topic.
so it's never happened like
haven't.
you wanted to.
I think haven't happened.
Okay, I think it's a cool thing that guys actually have this idea that you know it might happen in the future. Let's wait 3 years. they already
Counting.
prepared. Yeah.
We have to have like that term so that me and him only lah so far. Me and
If
him
you
we
have like 10
term.
boyfriend and like guy friend, then you guys have all different
But I-
kind of rules.
But I think my guy friends, right? I think they know they won't date my ex because in a sense of respect, you know.
The bro code, yeah, the
The
bro
bro code is quite very important.
Ya. Kalau main mata boleh.
My mata, tak tahu lah.
Okay, how about you ini? How about
Okay,
you?
yeah.
How about you really?
I don't know. But I would say that I never had in this situation before. But even if I would have the chance, I wouldn't do. Like if I put myself in a situation where, okay, I have my friend, let's say Lafifi,
Yeah.
and then you have your ex, baby.
No
you and baby become ex, okay? And then if I were in a situation where I can date him, it would be so awkward though.
So awkward because
like,
me and you close.
yeah, okay, number one, we're close. I think you have to define this one. What kind of friend?
Yeah,
And which,
yeah.
like, what type of friends are they?
Yeah,
Like,
if-
I feel that in this context, right, we are talking about friends who are closer to you.
Yes,
If you
closer.
talk about hi-bye friend, probably you won't have that same issue.
you can have my speed.
Yeah, you can.
Have
So-
my used toys.
Yeah, you can have my used toys. I am born with it anyway. You know, hi, bye. Oh, how's my toys? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maintenance still good, yeah, maintenance. So, okay, so how about you, Fee? What do you feel?
Okay, if like my close friend, no lah. But if let's say she asked me first, can I'm in love. Let's say you're my ex, I'm in love with Greg. Are you okay with that? Like if I date Greg. If I said that time, I was like, okay then okay. But if she tikam belakang, man.
Yeah,
I cannot, man. Like you know those kind yang when I'm still with Greg, we almost want to break up already. Then she, oh Greg, you know I will always be there for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sensing something hostility right here.
No,
Like,
because I know some people, guys.
but have you been in that situation?
No.
Okay.
I watched the World of Marriage.
Do watch, guys. Do watch.
Do watch.
Do watch.
World of Marriage.
World of
I'm like,
marriage.
if I'm in that situation, like,
But
Yeah.
but I think if like the guy, if like the guy asks me like, Roy, do you mind like I date your ex? It's been so long already, and
Like how
I
long?
still like maybe
10 years,
10 years, 3 years,
10
2
years,
years,
5 years,
2 years, 3 years. If he asks me, like basically want my blessing,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah,
As
I
long
think,
as they're happy.
Yeah.
I think I have a real story, which is
Ah.
exactly like that case. One of my good friends, after I broke up with this girl, he actually
Ask your blessing.
asked if actually I do have interest in so.
Ah.
Is it okay if I
Who is
go
the
forward?
so?
I don't know.
This one,
Pao Pei. Ex Pao Pei.
it's a good friend of mine. So I mean, as long as I feel that we don't have the connection with the partner we used to be, I think if our friend actually come up to us and respectfully ask us like that, I think go ahead, man. I think go ahead. But like you say, if it's from behind, then
Yeah,
different
because
story.
most of them that behind is the easiest way. Seriously, behind
Behind is the
easiest
most
way.
painful way lah to get to. I mean, like if you know from behind suddenly, it's very painful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Because I feel that it really breaks your friend's trust, you know. It really breaks your friend's
But if
trust.
my friend the one yang jahat, saya memang peduli lah. If that friend itself memang jahat kan, I don't care lah. Like if you
Yeah.
wanna date my ex.
But I think it goes to what number one, we have to think what type of friends are we talking about,
Yes.
and number
Yeah.
two, what kind of ex. Like,
Yeah.
like let's say you have this ex when you be dating, and then he or she is the love of your life. You're gonna get married and all that, and then shit happens. And when shit happens, and then suddenly one of your guy friends say, "Can I?" or your girlfriend say, "I kind of like him." Blah 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 blah. So I think it's like based on the situation.
Yeah, based on the situation.
But if I think of it like if my boyfriend now and then he became my ex, and then let's say whoever lah, any of my girlfriends that wanna date him, I'll say no, because I don't think I'm ready to move on yet. It's like
So we are saying here the period of time after you break up does matter, I would say, right? Like you said, 3 years. I mean, if
Shortest I give is 2 years.
okay, they go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if me kan, even though like 1 month after then he did my ex now, I said I let it be,
Yeah, I mean,
Because
One
for
month is
me, no, it's okay, but because it's like my ego saying that kau jiat balik ludah saya lah.
let's get into some you
Opinion
guys'
lah.
feedback
Yeah,
on
feedback.
this
Okay.
topic.
So one of it, dia cakap when I post in the social media, and dia cakap tidak apa, my parents always told me before, if you don't want your old toys, donate it to someone. Dia cakap
Donate
gitu.
it.
Donate it to
Someone.
someone.
Charity.
who is this Mother Teresa?
Saya tidak akan kasih tahu lah siapa. This is what their opinion lah. Okay. Second, ini yang ada apa sikit lah.
Minta share sikit.
Okay, dia bilang, perlukah tiada jantan lain di dunia?
Ba, itu
Hey,
jangan
let's talk a bit about some of their feedback, lah, okay?
Okay.
Uh,
Betul lah. Macam betul gak tiada jantan lain, dan banyak jantan lain.
Still many
Mau
fishes
juga
in the
pergi
sea.
ambil yang dekat-dekat, bayang sudah
Betul.
kena pakai, sudah basi.
Because dia sudah.
Itulah kalau
Itu
kamu mau
sudah
tahu,
kena.
susah juga lah Bang. Kalau kamu mau jantan yang available ada di belakang Dina. Kalau kamu mau tengok orang yang syuting kami ni,
Ya,
nanti
ya.
kami kasih tunjuk muka dia. Okay, I don't think everything is bad because this one, I don't know it's a guy or girl, but this one is bagus. Dia cakap, if my ex jahat, I tak bagi, hahaha, selamatkan kawan.
Okay.
Bagus
Oh,
ya.
That's good.
Wah.
Ada juga angel, ada
Ya,
juga.
ada juga angel. Ini lagi Mother Teresa 2.0. Ini betul-betul.
But that one good lah. I mean, if you know that your boyfriend laki pukul, let's say lah for
Why you want to give to your friends?
Yeah, but if me I give.
Because siapa suruh dia kan?
Dia mau ambil tu ex.
yeah.
I got like a group of friends like that.
They all hang out with the ex, is it?
Yes, they all hang out like in one group,
Ah.
but like they have access with other, but they are in the same group.
Do
But
they-
they still go out
Do
together.
they still have conversations?
Yes,
Like,
they
hang
have
out?
conversation.
But
They
because they
talk.
already move on.
Yeah,
they
that's the
move
point.
on and they respect
But that's
each
quite
other.
unique.
Yeah,
That
quite
group
unique.
is
Not
quite
all
unique.
cats
It's
are
not
like
that
all
unique.
cat.
You can actually see it like How I Met Your Mother.
That's
You can
TV
see
show
it
lah.
in
But
Friends.
but
You can
this
see
one-
in Glee. So
This one
many
in
lah.
real life,
In real life lah.
I mean,
Sounds
if
like-
both parties can accept it, I think not an issue lah.
Yeah, true also.
Mutual agreement.
And yeah, mutual understanding as well.
Agree? Betul.
This one, this is hard. This person say this is hard. Yeah, to be unable to accept is normal. But what if memang dia jodoh?
Oh,
What do you
yeah,
think?
that's what
Very deep this one.
I
Yeah.
say lah. Because sometimes kan, we don't know jodoh siapa, but tahu dia betul-betul jodoh ex kau. So you have to terima the kenyataan. Dia betul-betul.
Sakit.
Just
come back.
Guys,
come back.
type. No, you know, dating ex kan, it's actually it's like the way how you handle the situation. Itu yang bikin kau bagus kah, orang yang bagus, orang yang tidak bagus. Kalau kau tikam belakang memang orang tak suka. But if you actually kan cakap bagus-bagus and the other person still cannot accept, itu dia yang tidak boleh move on. Bukan kau. You get it? Understand?
So the important key here is if each party can already agree to move on, then I think the whole situation will be much better.
Better, yes.
But
yes.
if one person is unable to move on and you ask your friend if they can date your ex, that is a bit risky lah. I feel. In terms of there's 3 things lah I feel that would happen, consequences lah. One is you lose your friend.
Yeah, true.
2 is the people in your circle
Judge
would
you.
lose that trust in you as well if you
Yeah.
break your brother or sister code.
Yeah.
Third one is your partner will be very hard to find
The next one.
the next one, or basically your reputation and trust is not there
That's
anymore.
true.
So guys, I think that's about what we have to discuss. Are there any final thoughts, Roy?
Final thoughts.
Yeah, but I still got story lah, but it's okay.
Okay,
But final thoughts is
last words, some last words.
Give the time lah. I mean,
Give a time, yeah.
Give a time. Don't jump in direct. If
Okay.
you like my ex, don't jump in direct. Give you 2 years is the shortest. If you bring me out to drink, okay, 1 year.
Boleh nego
Like kalau berapa kali bawa minum baru okay.
6-7 times. You belanja me makan, okay?
Okay, how about
Everything.
Rini?
For me, I think acceptance is the key, and then also acceptance and understanding. That's the most important thing if you want to proceed with this. But for me, if can find another fish in another pool.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all cool behind the world.
For me, for me also cari lelaki lain. Jangan yang mau cari yang dekat-dekat bekas orang or blah blah. If your high buy friend is different, but if your close friend jangan lah. And it's like if you really fall in love with your friend your ex, try to try to think how
Pros
to
and
handle,
cons.
pros and cons and how to handle the situation. Jangan tikam belakang itu saja. And be honest. If you really like your friend your ex, just be honest with
And
them
if
lah.
you really
Correct.
sayang your friend also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jangan dia
Don't
tolak.
lose a friend over some person. I would say that.
Yes.
And make sure they move on, and most of all, respect everyone.
Yes.
Okay? Alright, I think that's it from all of us. Thank you for tuning in with us this week. Hope you'll come back again next week. If you enjoyed what we have talked about here, it would be so awesome if you could click,
Like,
Subscribe.
Share.
yeah, and make sure give us your feedback in the comments. That would be so great. Thank you guys, and we are
Listener
TV.